I realized
Yo,
we
what
were
is
still
good?
muted. Hello, and thank you again for joining us.
Welcome to Married with Issues Live. I'm Solgr only.
Issue 73,
Yeah.
the one and only Fusha as well. Here, as our usual, a little late, but we made it. Hey Rod, thanks for joining us. It's good to see you.
Oh yeah.
Hope all is well.
Yeah, issue 73 creeping along to the next one.
Pretty quick.
We're gonna be hitting 100 before we know it.
We should do a giveaway at 100.
Oh yeah, we are for sure.
We should do like a contest giveaway one for like our 100th episode. Our
Yeah.
100th issue.
Yeah, we would have to do one for 100 for sure. Yeah, without a doubt.
That'd be kind of cool. It'd be fun. I like doing giveaways. They're fun.
Oh yeah, they're a lot of fun.
AOKs are a
And
lot of fun to
AOKs
set
and yeah, which this community is definitely known for.
Mm.
Yeah, but yeah, we're live on YouTube, where we go live every Saturday. YouTube.com/C/marriedwithissues.
Got quite a few books today.
Yeah, the His and Her Hunt is
Oh.
returning this week.
I'm glad we made it to the comic book store today.
Yeah, I am too, and it was a really good hunt today.
It was. It really was. We slept in a little later than expected, though. I meant to be up at like 9 or 10, and I didn't get up till 11.
Yeah, that is true.
It is the weekend, and I've been exhausted. It was a really long week because I worked last Sunday to yesterday, so it was like 6 days in a row. I've just been so exhausted. So yeah, I did need the sleep, but
Yeah, you did.
hey, Lady Wolf, thanks for joining us. It's good to see you.
Hey, welcome.
And so, did you end up with more than me on the his and hers, or did
So,
you get?
yeah.
Or did we get about equal? I think we might have gotten about equal.
It was pretty equal.
I think so.
I mean, obviously, you know what we do with the His and Her Hunt. You know, we go hunting with the, where we each have the same budget. You know, we have our budget, and then we just split it down the middle, 50-50, and just kind of see what we come up with.
Which actually worked out pretty well today for some stuff. Some doubles there were, but then we noticed before we bought them. So
Yeah.
Sleeping in is definitely the best.
Oh yeah. You definitely you're definitely known for that. I mean, I'm a little bit more of a insomniac.
Well, what's nice is that it's like for a good 3-4 years, I was getting up at like 8 o'clock every morning and going to work and getting off work at 5 and whatever. And now that I have a later shift, I don't even have to wake up till 10 now. I'm like,
Yeah,
during the week, it's kind of nice not having to get up till at least 10.
it's true.
I do enjoy sleeping in a little bit. Hey, Sharon, thanks for joining us. It's good to see you.
Hey, how's it going?
Hope all is well.
All right, so yeah, we'll get right into the His and Her Hunt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start with the new books and then get into the older books after.
That's what I was doing too,
Is
yeah.
what I usually do.
'cause
So
I had the newer books in front of the older books. And there was some goodness that I found that I didn't realize was only 4 issues. And they had 1, 2, and 4. But I didn't get it because I noticed they didn't have 3. And then I didn't realize till after that it was really only 4. And I'm like, oh, I should
Yeah.
have gotten 4.
which I just barely found out. Yeah, we'll get to that but I was surprised by that what you found, but we'll get to it.
I'm super stoked for that one, yeah. So we'll
So starting off, here's Wolverine 6. So that is the latest Wolverine. When I was there, I did drop Marauders and what was the other X-Force. So I'm gonna
right.
keep like Wolverine, Cable, and the main X-Men book, but then I just dropped like some of the side ones that I had been getting.
Oh, yeah. Even, like, I am a heavy sleeper, a really heavy sleeper. So even if there was construction going on outside of my window, I would still sleep through it. I'm way too heavy
Oh,
a sleeper. Yeah.
Yeah, you could
Like-
sleep through a lot.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
That's how I still end up sleeping in when I shouldn't some days. I
Oh,
don't know,
yeah.
I never realized I was such a deep sleeper. It's just always have been.
You
I'm
are.
such a pain in the butt to get up in the morning. I'm sorry I have to put up with that. But this one I was super stoked for, and I'm so happy I got. It's number 2 of Inkblot. I really liked the first issue. I thought it was really good, and I'm enjoying the stories. And that is just the cutest little cat ever. I'm such a cat person.
Yeah,
But yeah, I'm super stoked to read this
I
one.
still need to read the first one. I haven't read it yet.
It's good. I really enjoyed it, and I like where it's going so far. I'm really glad it came out, and now we have, because I think it came out week before last, but it's been 2 weeks since we went to to the LCS.
Yeah, that's the thing with this
So,
one. Yeah, it's like a
some of
double up
them
for us.
are from this past week, and some of them are from the week before.
Right.
Hey, Andy from England, thanks for joining us. It's good to see you.
Yo, what's going on, buddy? He says, yo, what's up, guys? Let's do this.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Issue 73, one panel at a time.
Yep.
Yes.
So here's the third one of Horizon Zero Dawn. I still haven't started reading this series yet, so but usually on new series we give it the 3-issue rule.
Yeah, we usually give it a 3-issue rule.
So I'm gonna have to finally read all 3 of them here really soon, maybe later tonight, hopefully.
Yes, you'll have to. And I still need to read those ones too.
And it's actually a Peach Momoko cover.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's
shout
right.
out to the show, The Hunters. They were talking about this cover artist this past week.
Yeah.
And I didn't know if we had any Peach Momoko covers or not. I
We-
didn't think we did, but
We might. I'm not
but
sure.
we got one now.
It's Fusha, your push-up videos inspired the heck out of me. You're awesome. Thank you. Yeah, Matt, the boy at 7, had tagged me in it, and at first I was like, I don't think I can do this, but I can't say no for what it's for. I'm like, I can't say no, but I don't know if I could do this.
Yeah.
And yeah, I somehow made it through.
No, it was awesome seeing you do it too. And
Well, I just haven't done them since, and I kind of hope
You'll
actually
keep
do
up with
keep
it.
up with them because it does make a difference. There's like
You will.
endorphins and like
mm-hmm.
it's good. It was definitely not the easiest thing I've done, but it was a lot of fun. I'm glad I did it. Thank you.
I'm glad you did too.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the cover that we got for. So here's Batman 100.
I want 5 different cats. I want so many cats. I want
Yeah.
a cat so bad.
I know we'll be able to get one here really soon though.
I'm gonna be a crazy cat lady with the only exception that I'm not alone.
Yeah,
If that makes sense, or if that's
we'll be
insulting,
like-
I
We'll
apologize.
be like the crazy cat couple.
We will. The comics and cats will be our kids.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. There's one that I really want to get a cat, and I want to name him Kippa.
Mm-hmm.
Because for Monstrous, like that would just be so awesome. The fox that's in Monstrous, that would be, yeah. I've always loved that name, Kippa. Hey, Garrel, thanks for joining us. Good to see you.
Yep, speak of the Hunters, there's Mr. Garrow.
Right, yeah, because we were just showing that book that from the artist that you didn't think we had.
Yeah.
And then this is another series I've really been loving reading is Mercy. It's issue 6. I think it's been really good.
I need to get caught up on that one as well.
Yes, you do. You really do. It's been good. I'm excited to see where it's going. And Merker and Dollar's art is so good. I love her style.
Yeah, you've definitely. I mean, I'm a fan of her art, but you've definitely read a lot more of her stuff than I have.
The first stuff of hers that I really loved was Unnatural. I ended up liking Unnatural a hell of a lot more than I thought I was going to.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, that was.
I
the
really
first.
enjoyed it.
Yeah. I'm really stoked to read this, and Andy's gonna like this too. Legend of the Swamp Thing, the Halloween Spectacular.
That one
So
I'm
this is,
excited for too. Oh,
new
the
one.
best ones are Sharon, that's for sure. All the best ones are a little crazy, so
Oh yeah, agreed.
we're all mad here.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
All the best people are.
So yeah, this one's a 48-page giant on this Swamp Thing.
Yeah, because that one I don't think we had known was coming out, but when I checked what books came out that
Yeah.
week, I was like, yeah, I want to get and read that one.
Yeah, it was kind of last minute. Yeah, when you noticed that. Yeah, because I didn't know about it either.
And it was super last minute. This is another one. Yeah, I'm super excited for because I've really been enjoying it. The Dreaming Waking Hours.
Oh yeah.
I think this is issue 3. I really like it. The Dreaming is one of my favorite series.
Did you read the second one yet? To that?
Yes.
Okay.
It was the one with the perpetual, where she's in a dream and she's like, and the dude is saying that in a dream it exists in its own universe that's like never ending. It's perpetual.
Yeah, perpetual.
Perpetual, yeah,
Yeah.
that word.
Oh yeah, that's good.
It's really good. I like where they're going with the waking hours. I've really been enjoying it.
And there's book 2 to the 3 Jokers.
I still need to read book 1.
I had read the first one, but I think I'm gonna have to reread it before reading this one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
And,
I faintly remember it, but
Yeah.
I mean, which isn't to say like it was like bad or anything like that. Like I don't think it was. I remember enjoying it, but I just kind of can't remember. But that's what happens when you read three different Batman titles. And
That's why I can only read so much a night. Like if it's the same series that I'm reading in one night, then I can read more of it than I could if I'm catching up on multiple different series. Because if I go just from like 4 or 5 different series in one night, then I'm like, well, wait, what happened in which one?
right,
And it just like it gets overwhelming. So like I kind of keep it smaller to just not get them confused because I know there's just some of them that it's like you'll think it happened in this one and it's a completely different series
right.
or title that it happened in.
Well, and it's weird sometimes too because two of those Batman titles are like crossing over. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they're like in the same time frame.
Which with the Catwoman one, I still haven't read that one because I still need to catch up on the Batman and everything that's going on with that.
And then you get that, yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
When now Catwoman has been pulled into
Yeah.
what's going on in the Batman books,
So I'm gonna have to catch up on Batman and Catwoman because I
and
really love
Detective,
Catwoman. Yeah,
yeah,
and
yeah,
Detective.
Text the other one.
Matter of time. And then this series I've really still been enjoying as well. There's two different John Constantine series that I'm reading right now. The one is
Oh, yeah, there's the Black
pres-
Label one.
yeah, the Black Label Prestige uh Rise and Fall. And then this one is just John Constantine Hellblazer that's already up to issue 10.
Yeah, that's like the ongoing.
And I just love that cover too on this one. It's
God,
just so
I
good.
can't believe that one's up to issue 10 already.
Hmm. Oh, I know, right? Like it feels like some of these books are coming out a lot faster than they used to, like even before.
Yeah,
But it's like some of them are also kind of like I really love that cover, but some of them are also like the ones that were supposed to come out before these halted new books coming out, and
right.
that now that new books are coming out, they're just like sending them all. So it's like there's some of them where it feels like a new one's already come out and it's only been a week, where it used to be
Right.
a book you would only get once a month. So
It
it's
almost
like
has
really
like
been throwing me off.
it almost has like that feeling. In I think you see this more with like indie books and more
Hmm.
like self-published books, but it also has that feel of like during the time books weren't being produced, they were able to get like a bunch of issues in the can. You know what I mean? So now they're like able to just release them kind of like
Yeah,
every week or other week or
exactly.
a little bit faster. But like I said, you see that more with like indie than you
Hmm.
do with like a Marvel or DC where they're more stuck in their ways or strict, kind of like publishing it like when it's supposed to, or they have it a little bit more planned out.
Yeah, that's
Where
true.
something like Lady Mechanica, which is just Joe Benitez,
Mm.
he can kind of just push it out whenever he wants to push it out. And that's actually what I was talking to the owner of our LCS with today, because I was seeing if there was any news like on the next Lady Mechanica series or anything like that.
Well,
And
and
yeah, nothing really quite yet because yeah,
yeah, there was family. There's two books that I have that have been in the hold for the longest time, and I haven't gotten them because I don't have issue 6. But he did check, and it should be there next week. So I'm super stoked because I can't wait to catch up and read 6, 7, and 8.
of Family Tree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's in my stack over here somewhere. Yeah, it's down right here.
Is that the one that is it Jeff Lemire that's doing that one?
Yeah,
Okay.
and Phil Hester.
Oh, Phil Hester. That was the artist on Sounds
It's
of Violence,
yeah.
or was it the Green Arrow right before that? It might have been on Quiver. I know he was on that early
I'm not
Green
sure.
Arrow, but I can't remember if it was. It was right around that same
Quiver.
time. Yeah. Because yeah, I think it was Quiver too. Because I think
Yeah.
it was like Phil Hester and Andy Parks or something was the other one, and then Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Y-
I think
y-
so.
Yeah, but yeah, see, so I ended up getting them out of the hold though because I'm like, okay, I may as well get them. I know I'm gonna get issue 6 and read them, but I've really actually been enjoying this more than I thought I was going to. I like how it's just kind of like not like it's.
Yeah, I haven't read it, so
I just think it's really creative as to like how she's turning into a tree and like the way that they're writing it. I really enjoy it so far that I really want to read these two and know what's going on, but I still don't have issue 6, and so I'm just waiting for that one to come in the mail, not in the mail, to our LCS,
yeah.
and then I'm gonna definitely read all 3 of those because I've really been enjoying this series a lot more than I thought I was going to.
Hmm.
I like the concept of it and where they're going with it.
Yeah, it
Right?
definitely sounds
Yeah.
interesting and different too.
Stress on the wallet. Yes, definitely. There's
Oh
always
yeah,
we got issues when it comes to our issues.
issues on top of issues.
Yeah, we got one too many issues. We're running out of space. We
This
need to slow
one,
down.
this series, needs no introduction. Here's Thor
Has
number
been
8.
so good, so good.
So good.
I read the first one last night. No, was it? Is it a number one? Or is it still ongoing? Is it?
Wait, that
Yeah. What number is that?
Thor. This is number 8. So
Okay.
you had read. It was like the start of a new story arc, probably.
That's because at the beginning of it, it says like part one of.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
So
why I
you
thought
had
it was
just read
one.
like number 7, probably.
Because I caught up on 5, 6, and then 7, and 5 and 6 were really good.
Yeah, how it ended.
Really, really good.
Yeah.
They had 2 stinger pages in that book that were just
And Donny Cates in true fashion, killing. He loves killing his characters.
Yeah.
In the past, he's killed a lot of animals, but he definitely doesn't hesitate to take a character out.
Well, just don't be surprised if I read that Thor one before you, because I'm really intrigued by the storyline of that book and how, just the way that it ended with
in
spoilers.
Thor is a character that both me and you like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's definitely on.
Hey, McD, it's good to see you. Thanks for joining
Yo,
us.
brother.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on, buddy? Hope you're having a good one.
Oh, that reminds me. I'll be right back.
Oh, yeah. I had meant to I know what you're going to get. I had meant to get that.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm glad you remembered that. But yeah, like I was saying, yeah, Thor is a character that both me and her really like a lot. And I mean, and it's no secret. Like one of my favorite female characters is the Jane Foster Thor. So next one, here's Star Wars number 7, which I finally started reading the Star Wars Darth Vader series. I just read the first issue earlier today, so I'm finally getting caught up on the Star Wars books.
So you had us get these little cards last time when the first one came out, and so when we were there today, we got 3 more of these.
Yeah, so there's the ones that came with the second book.
Yeah, so these are the second book, where it's Batgirl and the Joker. Batwoman. Is it Batgirl? Batwoman.
Girl.
Girl. Oh yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Batwoman is like the red-haired one.
Yeah, it's that same like card one thingy that you had us get for you last time. So we got the second one too.
But that's the outfit of the Batgirl that I like the most. That's like the new 52 Batgirl.
It was a really I actually really enjoyed a lot of the new 52 era stuff.
A lot of the new 52, yeah, me and you weren't collecting at the time, so we've had to get in a lot of it we have in trade.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been like reading some of it, like the new 52 Batman. I mean, that's by far the best that I've read so far.
I really enjoyed the Catwoman new 52 stuff.
Oh, I did read that too. Yeah, I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was really good series too.
The one that we have that I haven't read that I need to read
is the
Batgirl.
Is the Batgirl one?
No, I read part of it.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, I started the first one and I was really liking it.
And we do have one of the John Constantine new 52 trades we haven't read yet, and then I think we have some of the Birds of Prey that I think we still need to read.
You're so very welcome. Yeah, our LCS had them at the counter when you go to pay, at the cashier spot, and we had noticed them, so I snagged a few of them, and we're gonna put them in the AOK that we should get out by Christmas.
Well, yeah, we should. I definitely want to get it out soon.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the Spawn 310. I think this is the one that had the variant of Ninja Spawn, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm really hoping, like, if this is the one that I'm thinking it is, I mean, I've been seeing today where a lot of people are going crazy over that Ninja Spawn sketch variant.
New 52 Batgirl is my favorite, too, story-wise, and the suit is my all-time favorite. I'm not sure I like the purple.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was going to say, too, is when we were showing that card, the New 52 Batgirl, that's by far my favorite suit of hers. And it always makes me want to call her Batwoman, because it's like a much more just adult and just, I don't know, because like her regular more purple suit is more like a Batgirl suit, where the New 52 suit was like just much more like masculine in some ways, but
grown.
Yeah, exactly. That's the best word. Yeah.
Developed.
So yeah, that was Spawn 310, and then I'm glad I caught this at the last second. I didn't realize it wasn't in our hold, but
that was really like literally the last one.
Yeah.
Last second.
Batman: The New Adventures Continue, number 5.
Yeah. And then This one, I still need to read the short series that was before it, and I have the first issue. But the reason I've been getting them is because it's like two of my favorite doctors teaming up in one like story arc. So this one is the Time Lord Victorious. Although I don't understand why it was like a more expensive book, but I mean like it is
Well,
thicker.
it's thick. Yeah, it's a lot more pages for sure.
It's a lot thicker, but I wonder if it was like right issue 2. You know, is it only a 1 and 2 thing, or is the next one gonna be just as big for just as much, or
Well, that's what I was thinking. Was the first one that big?
yeah.
Like I don't remember. I don't even remember getting the first one, but I
I
think
have
we
it
have
in my
it
stack on my night on my coffee table, side table.
on your
Yeah.
to read stack.
So there's just a bunch of Daleks and the Time Lord, the 10th Doctor, and I really love Doctor Who, so I've been excited to read it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when we read solicitations for that, it just sounded like a awesome story.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, because
we
I know
we both need to read it.
on my side table out in the living room, I have like a stack, like a really thick stack of just books, and then I also have a stack of trades, and then they're just
Yeah,
there. So
I
it's
know
my to
mine's
read is like a stack of issues and a stack of trades, whereas his is like the same table with more on it, and then a full other shelf.
and then yeah, and then a full other shelf with
You
omnis
overachiever.
and absolutes and
Mm-hmm.
piles and piles and no, but I have read a lot lately. I mean, so I finished that Lady Mechanica
You have been
five
getting a
issue
lot of
series.
reading done.
I finally read that Flash Year One story arc that they did, 71 through like 76 or 77 or something.
I agree.
That Flash Year One story was pretty dope.
Garrow says, seems like Doom is getting less and less space behind you. That is unacceptable.
Oh, you just wait. He's
Yeah.
getting more and more.
Yeah, that is one other thing that you ordered
Oh yeah, and
last night.
that isn't what
Yeah.
I was even talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it isn't. And it just goes to show the one that yeah. Anyways, here's this one. We'll get into that. Spoilers.
Yeah.
Here is Die
But
14.
to your point, there is also more to get into with that in the future, though. In the near future, though.
Yes. I've read the first trade, and I'm so far behind on this series, but I've just ended up getting them. Like, our LCS puts them in the hold, and I'm like, I still need to read it and catch up on it, and then I'm like, yeah, I'll get it. And I really need to catch up on that one, but I enjoyed the trade a lot.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah, Andy from England says, I got the Ninja Spawn cover last week as my Spawn books are all McFarlane covers since 4 issues ago. Changed it at my LCS.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah,
Mhm.
I definitely want to get my hands on that cover. Also because we have the Ninja Spawn figure from the early '90s. Like, I mean, I can't remember if this is like if this recent issue was like the first issue of Ninja Spawn, like, or like his first appearance in comics. But I know he's another one of those characters that was created for the toy line and then brought into the comics. Which, yeah, I mean,
I often don't complete my sentences. It's a bad habit of mine,
I know, Professor Garrel. That wasn't a complete sentence.
Professor.
Professor. All right, I showed all my new books.
Those are all my new books.
Those are all your new. So now
Yeah.
into the back issue.
Yeah. What was it? The Reading Rainbow? I don't know why that popped into my head, but there's
that
something
what?
else I was going to say with that. And see, my thought process can't even think in full sentences half the time. It's
Mine
just
doesn't
all
either.
over the place.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's more to see when it comes to Doom.
Oh yeah, always.
Yes.
Always with us for sure, and also with McFarlane. I mean, everyone knows I'm a huge McFarlane fan. Speaking of which, here's Infinity 14, which this has definitely been on the list. This is another one of his early covers.
Yeah, it is. I remember when you showed that one to me. I was like, oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm so stoked that I found this in the wild just randomly today.
You're not gonna believe some of the stuff.
Yeah,
It's way awesome.
It was today was a good hunt.
Yeah, it seems to be that we're like with the budget and everything. It seems to be that we're better at going every other week, and so it kind of works out to just like do a top 5 segment like on the week that we don't go. But we're really thankful that the last week and then the week before were both small weeks.
They were smaller weeks as far as like newer.
So we
books
got
are
a little
concerned.
more of a hunt on the back issues.
Yeah.
I came across this one today and had to get it because I mean, Typhoid Mary
Yeah,
She's awesome. I love Typhoid Mary.
early Typhoid Mary appearance.
It's 256.
Yeah, that's a good cover too.
And it's in really good condition too. I really love Typhoid Mary. Like I think she's good. They did a really good job casting her on Iron Fist.
Yeah,
And I still love that bit where she's like in the chick's apartment and then the cops knock on the door and she just throws her hands up and just hides and she's just like
it's just yeah.
like she like panics and like freaks out like oh shit, it's just the
But
funniest
it's
thing.
funny.
Like
It's
I can
funny
still
because
see it
like
replay in my head.
because she like freaks out, but she doesn't make a noise. Like she
Yeah.
doesn't even like. It's like so silent as she does
But
it, and she's
you
just
could
gone.
just like totally read her body language with it too, though, where she just like throws her hands up in the air and she's like, "Oh,
It's just
shit.
like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, they did. So even though she was pretty drastically different from the comics, I mean, they had a lot of similarities too, but
Right.
there was also a lot that they didn't adapt. But she was still a very good version. I mean, it was still faithful to the character.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but you could definitely get a lot. There's definitely a lot more to go
Right.
with her. You know, like because that's a
I
character.
just like
that,
her in general, though.
Yeah,
I
I
like
do
how
too.
she has like the two sides and
I mean, she
like, yeah.
technically in that crappy Elektra film. I think that was supposed to be Typhoid Mary. Do you remember? Okay, so in the Jennifer Garner Elektra movie,
yeah.
the one that like kisses him and they would die. Remember? I
I
think that
never
was
saw
supposed
that
to
one.
be.
I never saw
well,
the Electra.
We have it, don't we? I think we got it.
I think we do have it. I don't think I ever saw the what was the actor's name?
Jennifer Garner was in it. The Elektra movie.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen
It
that
ties
one.
in with the Affleck Daredevil. Because remember,
Oh
she was
yeah,
in that
yeah.
too.
I do remember seeing the Daredevil one, but I never actually watched the Electra one. We need, and I know we do have it, but we haven't
Yeah.
watched it yet. We need
And those
to.
two movies crossed over, and they did cross over in each other's movies too. So that was even pre MCU
We'll have to watch it.
crossovers. Yeah.
They put the black and white cover off in of it in my box. I can't read. Hecton Phonics didn't work for me, but he passed on it as it was $10. Thinking I should have bought it now.
Should have
though.
bought it now though.
Agreed.
The
There's-
black and white cover of the Ninja Spawn one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so was
Yeah.
there a colored one? Because
There might have been.
yeah, so I mean, it would have to be that same issue 310 that
It could have. I think so.
because normally what they do, the black and white is normally just like a black and white version of the A cover.
Mm.
So was the cover I got not the A cover? Because the cover I had a Gunslinger Spawn on it.
I'm confused.
I know. I'm almost a little confused too. I think I need to look at my comic shopper.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
The bright yellow book behind you, Soldier. You can see it.
can see that from far away.
Yeah. It's a good one. I am so proud of that one. That was the haha I told you so in your face.
Yeah, and it's my biggest book by far.
Yeah.
ASM 129 at a very clean 7.5.
Mm.
Yeah, that thing's
It's
very
just-
yellow.
I am so thankful Matt worked with us and was able to like work
I
it out
know.
with me. Like,
I
I
know.
just-
I can't thank him
it
and
was
you
really
enough
hard
for that.
keeping it from you like the entire time, like not letting you know what it is I was getting.
For
and
months.
Then, yeah, for months. And then when I found out that the one that we had before was a full grade lower than the one that I was getting, I'm like,
That's when it got probably really hard to not
yeah,
just
that's when, like, because when you told me, because you had looked up the old one that we had the first time, and you told me the grade, and I'm like, well, wait, did I hear you right? And I was like, oh shit, look at that,
Wait.
it is even a grade higher,
was it 6.0 or 6.5?
6.5.
Okay, for a minute I thought it was 6.0, so I was like, wait a minute, that's a grade and a half. But
No, it's a 6.5.
it was 6.5. So
Mhm.
yeah, okay, so yeah, it's a full grade.
But I was really happy at that point when I realized it was a full grade higher. I was like, even better.
Well, yeah, I'm sitting here thinking we'll never get a shot at owning that book again. And not only do we do, but yeah, like full grade higher.
Determination and hard work, it pays off. You just gotta be strategic
It definitely
and plan it, and it just make it happen.
So this next one I have, this is very. This one, next one was very dope to find in the wild because I almost bought this off eBay several times.
Not only that, it's funny that you say that, Carol. This is the. Nah, it's not the one it was.
I know
It's
I have
this one.
for last.
No, you're gonna. Oh, you're doing it for last?
Well, you want me to show it now?
No, it's your choice.
Well, no, I was just.
I'm just gonna throw in a wrench in things. My bad. Yeah.
I could show it if you finish your thought. Like, yeah.
Well,
Like,
my thought process was just the Doctor Doom and Fantastic Four, and so when the last I glanced, I thought that was the next book you were gonna show. So that's like when you had that other book up and it wasn't the one I thought it was. I was like, oh,
well,
my bad.
Yeah, say what you're gonna say.
I was just gonna show it. I already said what I was
Oh,
gonna
you're
say.
just gonna say it.
Because
All
I
right.
was saying, like, speaking of, oh wait, no, you're right. There was something else I was gonna say, but it was gonna be that you found the same book
Oh.
priced more in worse condition than what this one was.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm. Okay.
That's all I was gonna say.
Yeah. So.
But I don't want to tell you what to do. So
All right.
don't listen
So
to me.
here, this is Marvel's Greatest Comics 31. So featuring Fantastic Four, co-starring Doctor Doom and Daredevil. So what was cool about this? I found the same book. She was on the other end of the LCS, and so we were on complete opposite ends. I found the same book, granted, $3 more, but way worse condition.
Yeah.
And I was still gonna get it. I mean, it had like kind of a gash kind of through here.
It was a big difference though, because it's like
It was.
the books that the box that I started looking through first were like the prices marked, but they're the ones that aren't organized or anything, so you really have no idea what you're gonna find.
So those are the fun ones to go through.
And they are the really fun ones to go through. And so like I was going through some of them, and I had seen that one. I was like, I know for a fact he's gonna want this book. I know it. So I just left it there, and then I walked around to the corner of the store where he's at, and I'm like, okay, yeah, you need to come over here with me now, because there's this one, and there's this one, and there's this one, and that one that I know for a fact you're gonna want to get.
And I have the same book.
Yeah, and so then, like, when I noticed he had the same book, I was like, oh, wait, that's one of the ones I found. And then I didn't notice the condition that the one you had was in. And I'm like,
yeah, these things...
You're getting that one that I found.
Yeah, these things would have had to been priced, like, far in between of each other. Like, a lot of time had passed between, and they were both prices, probably.
No. Why? Ryan Otley dropping off ASM. I'm hoping a better artist jumps on and the stories get better. I miss getting ASM. I kind of liked Ryan Otley though. I liked
him
art.
on ASM too. Well, I mean, he had a long run. I mean, I think issue 50 just came out. And he started it too. I mean, he started on number 1.
Because there was even that free comic book day one. You're right.
But and then the free comic book day one before that number 1. So. But yeah, this one is so much cleaner that she found.
Delphia and Kajun. It's so good to see you guys. Thanks for joining us.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
But no, they.
This one is just so pretty. Like, it's in such good condition.
Yeah, I didn't know that he was leaving ASM, but I had read a tweet from him recently, and this kind of goes in with some of the news.
I like it.
That he tweeted saying something about how Kirkman was finally able to announce that you'll like this Star Trek. That Michael Dorn, the voice of like Commander Worf, is going to be one of the voice actors in the animated show to Invincible.
Ooh.
Because you knew they were doing that animated show.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
And he's voicing oh hell, I can't remember the name of him. I'm brain farting on the name of the character right now. It's like not Battle Cat or something, but it's like it's something like that. Oh.
Maybe?
Or Battle Beast, or I can't remember the damn name right now, but...
What is this? I'm supposed to
But definitely one thing, we are definitely going to see more Ryan Otley. Like,
oh, you do. There's one of the books that he really wants that you have multiple of, because it's one of the ones that you love.
Which is funny. I saw it at our LCS on the wall, like right at the last second. I would have gotten it if we weren't already like on our way out.
Yeah. But when you showed multiple copies of that what book was it?
I can't remember the exact number of X-Men, but it's the first Bishop.
Yeah, first Bishop.
Because we used to have it, but we sold it.
Yeah, you should have seen his reaction when he saw how many of those that you had. I was just, my goodness gracious, it was funny though.
I mean, I don't spec much. I'm not one for it, but I have a feeling now is the time to get that book while it's cheap.
That's true.
Because I have a feeling when he comes into the MCU, he is going to be a big part of it.
I agree.
I could see them turning. He's one of those characters that, think of the characters that are bigger now because the MCU, like Guardians. I could see Bishop being one of those characters that he's just so huge after.
I see it
a
being
few
possible.
movies in the MCU. Like I just have a feeling he's that character that they're just really gonna, take advantage of.
The Spawn 310 cover is the one you've got the Ninja Spawn cover and the B cover. The black and white cover and the Ninja of the Ninja cover is D.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I figured it was the same one.
we have somewhat a small collection of these ones, and it's Punisher Warzone. But I came across 8 today that I just had to get in the back issues. So I got issue 8, and then I also got issue 15. I just really loved these 2 covers. And I know we somewhat have a little bit of Punisher Warzone, and there's still a few others that I need to look into for someone else as well that I haven't had the chance to do yet. I have to double check a few things on. But they actually have quite a few of these Punisher
Warzone.
war zones. Yeah.
Not to be confused with Punisher War Journal,
Yeah, not well. Yeah,
which we have like the complete collection
Yeah.
in trade.
yeah. But see, and then there's 8, and so I came across these, and it was like one of the last few books I picked out. I'm like, yeah, we'll get these because I really like those covers.
Oh,
And
McD.
we have some.
Oh, McD said Soul Drive when I'll put it in the OK. Oh, yeah, I think he's probably talking about the Bishop book, I think. Oh, dude,
Creepy.
that's so awesome. Speaking of the AOK, you know what I finally found in person? I showed you. The Punisher,
Oh yeah,
the-
Legends.
the Punisher the Punisher War Machine Marvel Legends. I finally saw one in person. I
I-
didn't get it because I know McD already.
I was
Already
kind of
has 'em.
bummed because I know that the Catwoman Diamond Gallery just recently came out.
Oh yeah.
I had seen it at our LCS Facebook page, and they had like posted it. But when we were there today, it was already gone, and I don't know if you ever put it in the hold or not. I would think not
Well,
because it
yeah.
wasn't there.
Yeah.
But that was one that I really wanted to get to do is the Diamond Gallery Catwoman, and I might still get it at some point.
And I messaged him about like to
Yeah.
put it in the hold. So
Because wasn't it even? If I remember right, I think it was even the Balin Catwoman suit.
that's the one they had.
I think so.
I thought you were talking about the Batman Returns one, the Michelle Pfeiffer.
No,
It wasn't that one.
no, it was the Balin one.
The one when she's like sitting down with the cats on her, and the one I showed you the pictures of.
I'm pretty sure.
Now you're just like, I would have thought it was the Batman Returns one because that's the. Wow, I didn't.
Hold please.
Because there is one Balin Catwoman statue I have pictures of, but I don't know if it's a Diamond Gallery one. It looks like a Diamond Gallery one, but I'm not positive.
I could have sworn it was.
And I showed you pictures of it recently.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm
she's
checking here
she's
real
looking it
quick.
up to see like.
I apologize. I'm not paying attention to the chat. I'll get back to you in just a moment. Momentarily, please hold.
Yeah, Mr. Garrow says Bishop is so amazing. Marvel had dropped the ball. Yeah, I'm surprised he's not even bigger, even in the comics. You know, like, oh, there was the infamous Iron Man. Did they have that in?
Yes.
What?
That was the 22nd.
Oh, I still need to find that one.
It's in the Poe, but I know I saw it.
Wait, because I didn't get. No, I don't think I got that one. I think we still need that one.
I don't think it's that far back, but I could have sworn I know I saw it. I know I'm not.
Is it possible you were dreaming?
Maybe. My dreams can be really realistic. I mean, I talk in my sleep all the time that I work in my sleep.
I know, yeah, you talk.
I've approved so many loans in my sleep.
Yeah.
Where'd it go? It's like right here, I swear.
Yeah, that infamous Iron Man. Oh, I'm bummed that I didn't see that there when it was there.
I think I just went through it too fast. That's why. It wasn't that one.
Because they do have, like, the smaller pictures, too. Oh, I just saw it.
Yep, there it is. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. It was the Balin one.
That's why it wasn't in your hold.
Why? It's not the one you put in the hold?
Because the one I emailed them about was the
I
return.
just got scared by my mic. My bad.
The one I had emailed them about was the Michelle Pfeiffer Batman Returns one that they have coming out.
I would try.
I hadn't messaged him yet about that one because I didn't know. I hadn't seen that one in previews. I didn't know that one was coming out already.
Yeah, that was the one that was the one I was looking for. Yeah.
I thought it was the or the Batman Returns one, the Michelle Pfeiffer one.
No, it was this one. But I'm sure we can still order it and have
Damn it.
both
Yeah.
send it in.
I was
order it.
bummed about it already. But here's the thing, though. Like we did have a statue in our hold. but
But
I didn't get it yet, so it's
yeah,
still in our hold. But it's the Mysterio
yeah.
diamond gallery.
I'm really not surprised that it's already gone though. I would try and show you the picture of it, but I don't think you'd be able to tell
Yeah,
which one it is. But it is the Baylink Catwoman Diamond Gallery.
yeah, it's sick, and I didn't even see it in the preview, so that's why I didn't
Yeah.
think it was coming out already.
Yeah. Bishop is so amazing. Marvel had dropped the ball with them. I agree. Hey there.
Yo, Inferno, what's going
Thanks
on,
for
brother?
joining us.
Yeah, it's
Sorry,
been
I
a
had to
while.
put the chat on hold where I looked up because I could have sworn I knew it. Like, that happens to us quite a few times, though, where it's like I'll see something and instead of screenshotting it, I'll just think that I remembered it and then I'll, like, swear up and down that it was there and then I
Mm,
can't find it anywhere. And then by the time I do, I realize that I was wrong and it was actually something else.
yeah, I do that all the
So,
time too.
it happens.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, going back to what I was saying before the Doom book one. So
Yeah. Sorry, I got us
this
off
is a book that
derailed there for a second, but we're back on track.
that I mean I kind of started collecting this run anyways. It's like a Bronze Age horror run that like I loved when my first time collecting, but when I was younger. But I saw this cover on eBay and I almost pulled the trigger several times and just never did. But then found it in the wild today, and it's still a pretty good copy of it. But it's Phantom Stranger 22 with this Jim Aparo cover. That is just
Yeah, man. First
love it.
Bishop, it's yours, bud. You are so awesome, McD. You are so incredible.
Dude, thank you so much. That's
We
so
need
crazy.
old school Bishop, big, rough, and badass mullet.
The badass mullet, yeah.
I agree. The one other book that I thought about getting that I didn't, or that I'm still on the fence on, is that Wonder Woman 84 canon.
Oh yeah, they have a tie-in, yeah.
I thought about getting it, and I don't know why I didn't grab it.
I don't think I've ever read. I mean, we haven't read much of like the cinematic tie-ins. Not even with Marvel, you know. They did
Yeah.
their MCU tie-in comics too.
Yeah.
But that one, yeah, that one's a DC one. You don't see them do it as often.
Yeah, I don't know what prevented me from doing it. Like, I wanted to, but then I didn't, and then I just can't explain the
I
things
would-
that I do.
I would think it would just be like a one-shot.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can explain the things that I do. I don't know how I live.
Hey, glitter duct tape says, get it.
Hey! Yay! It's so good to see you, Glitter and Duct Tape. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, it's so good to see you.
Speaking of Catwoman, I am pretty damn sure I don't have this one, and I found it today.
Because I know you have one of them, but I'm pretty sure it was like.
It's beautiful. It's 68. Faster.
Oh, well, never mind. Yeah, that's a different one. Never mind.
So I'm pretty damn sure I do not have this one. It's one of the older ones, and it was one of the last books that I found, so I had to get it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you don't have that one either. Because it didn't look familiar to me either.
Yeah, I know. There was a lot of books sent to us where it was like filling up our Catwoman run, but there's also a ton that I found for $1 during that dollar sale.
Yeah.
And there's a few Green Arrows that I didn't have either, but I just wasn't able to, like, I'm pretty sure I didn't have them, but we had already needed to get going. That
Yeah, we were already on the way out.
Yeah. But yeah, I got this one, and it is Jim Balin, and it's gorgeous.
I know when you get AOK'd, like, I mean, I'm sure it's probably the same for other people too, but when you get AOK'd, like a stack of books,
It's so hard to keep track of which ones
to
you
forget
bought.
them, you know, like even though they mean more because they were gifted to you, but sometimes when you buy them, you remember them just a little bit more, probably because you like walked around the store for a little while, you know, like looking at it, and so you've kind of.
Yeah, there was a few times where it's like I was adding books to the app, and I was cataloging them, and I was coming across other ones, and I'd see the cover and be like,
We don't have that, or
where did I get that one?
Yeah,
and then I look and I'm like, oh yeah, and it's I am just such an airhead, like. It wasn't. There was something recently with explaining like the spoilers and how we're still just as excited at something.
Oh
and
yeah, we were talking about that. Well, I think yesterday we were talking about it.
I think it was when we brought up Walking Dead, where I was like, actually, because I had seen the first time I saw the governor, he had the eye patch, and it was because I had missed so much, you know. And then when you caught me up on from where I had left off. And you were catching me up on what I missed. I was like, wait, what do you mean he has both eyes? Who takes his eye? So it's like the whole time.
And it was a good like almost 2 seasons
Yeah.
before it got taken to.
It was a good while. So it's like for the longest time when we were watching it, catching up, I was like, who takes his eye? Who does it? What's
Mhm.
gonna happen? And I just kept guessing, and I honestly really enjoyed that. And it's like, yeah, it was a spoiler. His eye was gone, but then at the same
Yeah.
time, it was fun figuring out that like knowing one detail that's gonna happen, but not knowing who and when, and
Right.
then seeing everything else.
Yeah, I
So
mean, a lot of times it's like, yeah, you can read whatever where you're at, but then go back and read the beginning. Just read it like as like a flashback or
hmm
backstory.
I
And
just
especially when you're as scatterbrained and as forgetful as we
mhm.
are,
that's
it's definitely a lot easier to do.
that's the main reason why I really don't mind spoilers is half the time I'm too forgetful to remember the spoiler, and then by the time
Yeah.
I go through or watch it myself or read it myself, I'm like, oh yeah.
Which is also why, like, I don't mind him to some extent either, but there is times when I
Mm,
do. Like, I don't
yeah,
know, it's kind of a case by case basis where certain things I'll care about it more than if
exactly.
not with other properties or
Mm,
whatever. Oh yeah, Kachung said we write on the backboard who gives us books and usually the date too. Yeah, we started
yeah,
doing that as well.
yeah, we are writing on them too. It's just it's a little easier to forget the covers sometimes. Well, not
Hmm.
necessarily,
Not
because
necessarily the
it's just
cover.
like
I mean, I think there's even been a few
yeah.
cases where I was like, it was before we started writing on the back, but I was like, did someone a-okay this or did we buy it ourselves or
Right.
but for the most part, like a good 98% of what we've been gifted we definitely remember and like.
Yeah, and I'm definitely remembering more of them than in the beginning, but
But it gets hard
yeah.
when you have especially people
I like writing on
like
the back of
Gretzky
them. Yeah.
that sends you $50, you know.
Right. Yeah. I do like writing on the back of them, and some of them are more like definitive. But when there's so many of them, it's
Well, yeah, we're
like
definitely not going to go back and write on, because I mean, because we've even gone to the point where I'm writing, the title, the number, like what series it
hmm.
is, the writer, the artist,
Well,
and if it's a key, like what about it,
there
or
was one time that I even did it to myself because it's like we had a book. I didn't think we had it. I was pretty damn sure we didn't have it, and then I decided to get it. And when we got home, I was like, "Oh, we did have it.
we do have it,
Why
yeah.
didn't I check? Why didn't I check?"
And that's how double ups happen the
Yeah,
most for us is right there, yeah.
yeah. Because every once in a while, I'll feel pretty confident that, oh no, I'm sure we don't have this one, and then we get home and I realize, oh, we did.
Yeah, that's
My
smart
bad.
too. What McD said. McD said he has a notebook full of AOKs written down. That's a smart way too.
That
Just have like all the ones you've ever received too, like category, like just yeah, documented.
that is way
That's a
awesome.
smart one too. I think we should
We
probably
have all
do
of
that.
the notes from all the AOKs, and we're gonna put them up on the wall.
Yeah, we definitely keep all the
Yeah.
notes. Yeah.
They're all in that box.
Oh, this is a good question too. Andy asked if we got the Walking Dead color version #1. It's like the Walking Dead Deluxe, and I think the second one came out, or there was a
No, it's
new
the
one.
first one. It was on the counter when we were checking out, and I looked at it, but I didn't get it.
Oh, because I saw one on like the new rack too.
Yeah.
But yeah,
There's some
they
on the
started doing
counter
the.
too. We didn't get that one. I thought about it though, like last minute as we're on like our way out, but I didn't get it.
I did think about it. I have debated getting those, but as you'll
Yeah.
see coming up here really soon, yeah, you'll see why we haven't got it yet. But
I do really love all of the AOKs, and everyone is just so awesome and generous and kind, and I just
and that's
so
exactly
grateful.
why I remember most of them.
Well,
I
and
definitely remember who they're
honestly,
from and yeah, who sent
I think
'em.
since I've started cataloging a lot of them, I've been able to keep track of like different covers too, where it's like it's easier to look up certain ones, and it's like easier to think of other covers because I went through the entire collection and added them into the app to where it's like sometimes I'm able to see, oh wait, nope, I recognize this one, I know
Oh,
it's from.
that's why I'm asking you. I mean,
Right.
you have a better idea of our collection than I do.
Oh, by far,
By far, yeah.
by far,
Yeah.
which is weird.
So this is my last like book, like regular single issue book of today's
I
haul,
loved
but
the Baylet run. I was so stoked when I saw that one. It was only like $2.
well, yeah, you have so much of the run.
Mm.
It's to that point to where you're stoked finding one that you don't have.
I think for the Catwoman, I have like 1 through 6, maybe not 60,
I
one
mean,
through
you
like
have
50 or
yeah,
40,
you have one through like up in the 50s of just
or at
straight
least
through.
yeah.
And I'm almost to that same point with Spawn, one through like
Because when there was that dollar sale at Black
I think
Cats, that's when I
53.
found a lot of them that were in the 30s. And I
Yeah.
accidentally bought the 25 one twice, where it's her in the wedding dress, and then sent that one to Delphia,
Yeah.
which is really awesome.
Yeah, but yeah, because she's collecting the Balin one too.
Okay, yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to distract you. Go ahead and show
Okay,
your
yeah.
book.
So yeah, this last one, this one's dope. It was one of those moments that so it's a character that you really don't see a lot. It's an older character and like a not a Marvel or DC one either, but it. There was a movie of this character back probably in either the late 80s or the early 90s because I remember watching this movie when I was a kid, but it was one of those
I
ones
think it was the late
where I
80s.
was like seeing this book, it reminded me like, oh yeah, there was that movie I watched when I was a kid, and I freaking loved it.
Mm.
But it's The Rocketeer. So here's Pacific presents The Rocketeer #1, third appearance of the Rocketeer, and I just it's crazy how I didn't even remember it, but yeah, just seeing this, I was just like, God, I remember that movie. I loved that movie when I was a kid.
Mm.
And I think the movie was either called like Rocket Man or it was just Rocketeer. I can't remember.
I
but
really like that one though. When you showed it to me, it was
I
like,
just
yeah, you're
remember it.
definitely getting it. Because even I was like, wait a minute, I do slightly remember Rocketeer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then these, so there's a 4-issue mini that I have the 3rd issue on, and I've had it for the longest time, and I haven't been able to find 1, 2, and 4. And then today I found 1 and 4 in the same box separated. And I really kind of wish I had the opportunity to at least finish looking through the rest of that box,
I have a feeling
because
#2
there's a
was in
good
there.
chance that number 2 was in there. But I am still super stoked that I am 2 issues close to having all 4 of them, because it's the Catwoman and Wildcat 4-issue mini.
Yeah, which I really want to read that miniseries.
Yeah, I've really been wanting to read it for a while now. And so there, I found 1 today, and then I'm missing issue 2, but then I have issue 3, because issue 3 is like a yellow cover, and then this one is number 4. So I found 1 and 4 of these out of the 4 per mini.
Yeah,
So I'm
now
like
we just
super
need.
stoked I found these 2.
Yeah, so now
I
you just need #2.
Yeah, I just need number 2 with Catwoman Wildcat. And they're such cool covers too. Right, that one.
Yeah, and
See.
one reason why I just really want to read it is, I mean, I don't really know too much about that character Wildcat.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I mean, I've read him I remember reading him in some older stuff, but
I'm just obsessed with anything Catwoman. If it's anything Catwoman,
well,
I'm getting it.
and we all know you love your miniseries too.
Yes.
Like you get in those.
I love like the 4-issue minis, the 6-issue
1, 2,
minis, the
4,
12-issue minis. I like how it's like one complete collection.
I like
of,
it too, and it definitely pleases the OCD.
It really does.
Yeah. All right. This is perfect timing too, so I'll end with mine, and then you'll have those last 2.
Yes. I can't
perfect.
wait to show you guys these 2.
Okay, so here's the reason why we haven't really started getting the Walking Dead deluxe ones yet. So we have for the Walking Dead, we don't have many of the singles. Some of the singles were really just ones that were a-okay. Like we have the slab that Kavi sent us, the first Negan. But so we have it in a compendium. So we have we had the first 3, and we knew that the last one, the 4th one, had came out recently. But our LCS had it shrink wrapped still.
Yeah. For a really good price.
For like $15 is what it turned out being.
The Rocketeer is awesome. I love that movie. It's on Disney Plus. Yes, amazing. I'll have to get more some of these books.
It is on Disney Plus?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why awesome.
Watch that.
Yeah.
It will definitely be like watching it for the first time because I don't remember much of it. I just remember loving the Rocketeer.
When you go back and watch your childhood movies and then you realize there's all these hidden adult jokes in there that you didn't catch the first time, and you're like, how did my parents let me watch this?
Yeah.
But we're kids, we're innocent at that time. It just goes like right over our heads and we don't notice it.
Yeah, my mom definitely didn't give a shit what I was watching. Like all the classic horror movies,
my mom took me to the theater to see Bigger, Longer, and Uncut and 40 Days and 40 Nights. Like, we went into the theaters to see those. And but, I mean, to each their own. And then for the Catwoman New 52, I have the full trade of the full, run trade of Catwoman New 52. And then when it comes to the issues, I have mostly variants and key issues and a few random ones that I find that are some of my favorite covers, so I end up getting them. I'm sure at some point I'll get to the point where I try to get all of the new 52 in issues 2.
Which I think the new
But
52 isn't. I think that's her third series, ongoing series.
I think so, yeah.
Because the second one is like the one that like Brubaker and
Yeah.
Darwin Cook started,
Yeah.
and
So I have the full new 52 run in trade that I've read. I just don't have all the issues, and then the issues that I do have are just like variants and cover buys.
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
And then this is something I found that I just thought was really cool.
Yeah, this is the stuff she
This-
was talking about at the beginning.
Yeah,
of the
this
show.
is the one that I had noticed they had 1 and 2, and then they had 4, and I had thought about getting 4, but I didn't realize at the time that it was only a 1 through 4 series. And it is just gorgeous. But here is Beware the Man with the Stolen Soul, Stalker, an unholy quest
Yeah,
for a stolen soul
Steve Ditko and Wally Wood.
on DC. So here's 1, and then here is 2.
Yeah, and this is probably just comes down to my, since I was out of collecting for a very long time, but I don't really remember Ditko ever doing anything at DC.
I just thought it was gorgeous, and when I saw it, I was like, I have to get it. This is a good price for what it is.
I mean, obviously, I knew like Kirby, you know, had his DC moment and stuff when he went there and created like the new gods and stuff. And
I just when I picked up 1 and 2, I thought, I really like having it. It's not going to be an easy one to find, so I may as well get 1 and 2. And since they're there, and then I hadn't seen issue 4, but I didn't actually get it. And then it wasn't, because I kind of thought it was a series that went way beyond 4,
I kind of thought it would have been too, yeah.
So I was just like, yeah, I'll just be fine with the first 2. But then I found out after the fact that it is that it is only 4. So I kind of wish I would have gotten 4.
Which I found that out right before we went live. I looked on my comic shop and yeah, there was only 4 on there.
Yeah, we had found that out like literally right as we were starting the show. But yeah, here's 1 and 2. And I thought it was awesome. It was Ditko and Wood art. I love it.
Yeah, and I mean they were like super cheap too. They're only like $3 or $4 each. So I was like, yeah, hell yeah, you should get those. Those are pretty dope.
Ooh, yeah, Rocketeer is great. I think it's how Betty Page came into comics. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, and Andy said Timothy Dalton's in it. James Bond goodness. Oh, that is right. Yeah, it is Timothy Dalton in it. I could still like faintly see it.
Let me check. Yes, I have that Fusha issue 1. Anyways, I think there's a 4 issue. Yeah, I thought it was beautiful, and
I kind of I'm stoked that it is actually only 4 because then I kind of want to read them too because it definitely looks interesting and
yeah. I thought it was really good. I love it. I love it. I like the beware of a man with the stolen soul.
Yeah.
I thought that was awesome.
With the stolen soul, it's not like a man with like no soul, which you kind of see a lot, but
I love it though.
The man with the stolen soul.
Let me look at that message, Mickey, for you. Oh, NYC.
There was
Just Rican is live. And if you guys don't have anything going on after here, just check in with Rod.
Yeah, which is where we usually go once we wrap. Yeah.
I'm not always in chat. Sometimes I'm in chat, sometimes I'm not. It kind of depends on what else I'm doing, because sometimes I just like I am lurking.
We lurk a lot. That's what I was gonna
say. There's so many times that we lurk, and then there's other times where we're participating and like engaging and being in the chat and paying more attention. But it's just we have to like get dishes done too, or cook dinner.
So much.
We wouldn't get anything done if if
we're not multitasking like that.
Oh yeah, no, I don't have that one. That one's gorgeous.
Oh, that's dope. Oh, that's her cat bike.
That is so pretty.
That is dope. Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure we don't have that.
Yeah, I don't have 17.
I think I remember maybe some panels or something like that from reading the trade, remember? Like I think I remember kind of a scene like that.
It wasn't from the trade. It was when you read online the Lois Lane.
Oh, no, that was the first appearance of her cat car.
Oh.
So, yeah, another thing I think yeah, what we didn't know about that book right there, I think it might be the first appearance of her cat car.
It is.
Because when I was, it has to be how it read. It definitely was, because even in the issue, like one of the characters kind of says like, I've never seen that before, or where, like, where did she get that? Like,
Yeah,
or, like, what the
that's
hell's that
pretty
thing?
cool.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
definitely seemed like it was the first one.
I think I can show us without it falling. That one. Yeah, I don't have that one.
There, you turn it like a little bit. There you go. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see the orange because it's got a really heavy orange background. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I had never seen that one. That one is gorgeous.
Oh shit.
9 lives at 99 miles per hour.
Kachunk says that they just got a tornado emergency alert. Damn,
Oh
dude.
no! I hope you're okay.
Yeah,
Be
stay
safe.
safe. Yeah,
Be safe.
yeah.
We're supposed to be getting a rainstorm tomorrow, and I'm not excited about it. I have to go to my mom's tomorrow. But yeah, there's supposed to be a storm tomorrow, so I hope you guys stay safe.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you so much, Mixed. I truly appreciate it. That's such an awesome cover.
I think we mentioned it like a few weeks ago though, like how it was
Where?
the anniversary when we had the one tornado that the state has seen.
Well, oh yeah, because remember
It was
this.
the anniversary.
Remember the windstorm.
Oh, that windstorm we had.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
In downtown Salt Lake, there's Liberty Park where a bunch of pothead people, but
Well, it's where like the
like-
drum circle used to be.
yeah, it's where the drum circle. We used to go to the drum circle. There's even a few pictures of us there in the past. It's just this really awesome park that people will go and hang out at on Sundays, every Sunday, and they have so many huge, giant, massive
It's an old
pine
park.
trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really old park. And then a couple weeks ago, we had a really bad storm that they considered was like a tornado without the rain. We had the wind
Yeah.
speeds of a tornado, but we didn't have the rain. And there was so much damage that had been done that some of those trees at Liberty Park were straight up rooted from the ground,
Yeah.
like breaking the
Like
cement.
so many of them
Yeah.
were. Like almost like so many of them
Yeah.
were. Like it was
There's
just
there's like all over Salt Lake. There's so many of these giant, massive trees that were uprooted from the wind blowing, and it
Yeah.
was just blowing so strong, and
it
there's a
looked
lot
like
of damage.
it looked like a tornado. Yeah,
Yeah.
it had torn through.
It was crazy.
Yeah, is
We
it?
stayed inside all day that day,
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Because I remember it was pretty
and just
bad
like
where we
carrying
were
it
at.
too. Yeah, it was just I couldn't believe it.
And we're the top apartment. I mean,
Mhm.
it's not like it's a super tall apartment complex or anything. We're only like the third floor, but
Yeah.
even that you still faintly feel like the
Oh, and we could hear it like all day, just like
Yeah.
rattling like these huge.
when was
massive
it? This
trees,
was like
so-
what, like a couple weeks ago?
But I think about 2-3
I
weeks
think
ago.
it was something like that.
So just stay safe.
Yeah, they said they're in
And-
their Harry Potter room under the stairs.
We'll stay safe.
I mean, I was gonna ask like if it's supposed to be like getting close to you guys or anything, but I mean if they're issuing emergencies, there's got to be a reason for that. So shit.
Yeah. I really wish that California would just get a downfall of rain. Like,
Oh, I know with how crazy all those fires.
it looks so apocalyptic looking at
know,
the
well,
fires
there
down in
was
California,
that-
Oregon,
Oh,
and
there's
like
that there was that video. It was like, have you ever seen like a what was it, a flaming tornado or something? It was like literally like a freaking
Yeah.
like tornado on fire. That thing was so nuts looking.
And there was this other thing that I had noticed on this one show. I think it was Trevor Noah, this social distancing show or something like that. But these historians
Oh yeah.
found the
There was, like-
coffins
there was more-
to multiple mummies and ancient Egyptians, and didn't think twice not to open them that have opened them. And it was just kind of like, you doomed us all. We're all gonna.
Oh yeah,
you
that's
doomed
right.
us all.
Yeah, glitters in California too. Yeah,
Oh.
There's a lot of people in the community in California.
I hope you're staying safe, and I'm hoping the fires go out soon. Like I wish you guys would get
Well,
just so much rain.
I
And
couldn't even imagine that because look how bad it's been here
Mhm.
just from the fires over there. And so think
Yeah.
of it there. Like I mean, it's a million times worse there.
It's so bad.
It's so crazy, and
Mhm.
and just because we're getting like a big storm, it doesn't mean like it hits
Yeah.
California first.
Well, and
like
it was really
hopefully it would hit
airy.
them, but
It was really airy a couple weeks ago when I had to go to my mom's for my weekly meds and everything. The sun was just like, you could barely see the sun, and the sky
Yeah.
was so like, we're not that far, but we were getting a lot of the smoke too over here, and it just
Yeah.
was like blocking. Like it was like changing the sun's colors. And-
yeah, because
Yeah.
we had like that really red Was it the moon or the sun? I can't remember now, but yeah.
Oh, Stalker came back around the New 52 time or just before. Can't remember exactly when. I think it was a Wonder Woman storyline. Also, a Iraq and Claw was there as well. I'm sure she was traveling around. Ooh, yeah. Hell
I
yeah.
think I do. I think I have
Oh.
seen something. There was something
Yeah,
around the
because
new
there was.
52.
Yeah, that's right. There was one.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
There was another one. It's actually a series I was collecting. That last box, how we went back and looked through one last box. There was a House of Secrets that was way more modern. You know, like it
Mhm.
was that they had like brought
Well,
back.
that was some of the other ones that, like, when I was going through the random prices marked, I was like, I know he's gonna want that. I know he's gonna want that. I know he's gonna want that. But I'm gonna wait till he gets over here. And then I got finished looking through the two boxes that I'm like, okay, hey, come over here before you reach your budget because I know there's some you're gonna want to get.
Which I was
And
already
it was
over.
right.
Oh, I know I was already over, but
In time travel, and they were there. I'll have to look it up. I love time travel. I wish it was
oh
possible.
yeah,
It always passes. We just have to wait it out. That is
yeah, for
true.
real.
This too shall pass. Like, not everything
Exactly.
can last forever. You know, it can't rain all the time, but I wish it would just downpour on California. Just to,
I know that's one of my favorite quotes
uh,
from The Crow.
but yeah, because when I had watched that Trevor Noah show, and it was recent that they uncovered
Yeah,
and
they found
discovered
a
like
bunch more,
ancient Egyptian
a
tombs, and
bunch
I'm
of new
like, you
tunes.
don't,
Yeah,
you
I know. It's like didn't you learn?
that's not gonna bring you good juju. That's bad juju. Right?
I know. You think they would have learned? Because wasn't it? You were saying
I
like
mean, I may be
after.
just superstitious or whatever you call it, because I somewhat believe in some things to an extent, but not like overwhelmingly like down the rabbit hole. But still, it's just like the one with the tomb in the ancient
After,
Egyptians
yeah,
when
King
the
Tut and stuff,
yeah,
and yeah,
exactly, when they broke into the tomb and then like all of them died
like they
mysteriously. Like,
mysteriously died within like the next like year, couple years or something.
there's a reason you don't open Pandora's box.
Right?
You keep that closed.
Oh yeah, yeah. Andy says The Crow.
I love the crow.
I
It's
love The
so
Crow
good.
too. Yeah, the Jason Lee
Yeah,
one.
it can't
Um,
rain all the time.
well, no, speaking of which, remember in Diamond Gallery statues, there was that one solicited.
Oh yeah. Did you email
I can't remember if I
them?
did about that one.
That one we need to get. Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't realize that was the Catwoman.
No, yeah, I thought
That was the
the whole
one I was
time.
talking about the whole time. Like when I was like, oh, that Catwoman Diamond Gallery.
I would have expected it was just the Batman Returns one, because that's the
Hmm.
one that I've been seeing and that I thought was coming out.
Yeah. No, it was the other one. So
Damn. Yeah.
this may sound stupid, but do either of you have an OCD about comics? Like mine is, I only collect number ones. Luckily, I can keep it cheap, number ones, but can't pass one up. I have a weird collecting habit.
We definitely have a few different like
Mine
OCDs.
is miniseries and limited series, like the West Coast Avengers four
Yeah.
issue limited series, the Strange Tales, Cloak and Dagger, and Doctor Strange. I am a sucker for 12 issue, 6 issue, 4 issue miniseries, and how it's like even this one is only 1 through 4. I'm gonna really want to find 3 and 4 now, and then it's like even this one I only have 2 that are missing now. So I mean that's the one thing I get OCD about, and that's like what I love collecting is when I come across a story arc that is not necessarily a mini issue, but is like
But it's an arc
like
that
the
has
mud
like a
pack
part
that I
one.
recently read with Clayface and Batman.
Mm-hmm.
I really love those story arc ones, but
Yeah.
No, to each their own.
Even if it's inside like a larger series,
mm-hmm.
like how even on like ASM, there's one where it's like the Return of the Sinister Six Part One.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, and then we go for all 6 and.
Yeah, see, so there's a lot of miniseries that I love getting, but I just lost my breath. What the story arc ones though, where it's like it could be issue 83, but it's part 1 of 5 or part 1 of 2 or
Mm-hmm.
those. Even those I love collecting.
Yeah.
They're my favorites. And
One
yeah.
I would say though, I think it's an OCD that I think because I have that OCD that you were talking about, but I think one that I might have that you necessarily might not have is I'm bad with, especially in like collected editions, like trades or something like that. I kind of have to have all of them before I start reading them.
Yeah.
Like I'm having that issue right now with Invincible.
Invincible. Mm.
So there's
And
12.
like
There's
even
12 oversized hardcovers. We have the first 3,
what had
and I have started reading number 1.
well, what had brought it up though again is when you got the Walking Dead compendium
Yep.
from the LCS today, where it was like once we got in the car, it's like I know you have to
Yeah.
collect them all before you start reading them, but what if by the second trade you don't like it at all? The story took a turn. You don't like what they did with it, and then here you are with 3, 4, 5, and 6 that you already bought, but you lost interest at the end of the first book. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, maybe read it as you go might not do so much harm, but
I know. No, it's true. That's why with Invincible, I at least started reading. I did at least
yeah,
start reading the first.
yeah.
I mean, I've read about maybe like the first, not quite half, but pretty close to halfway into the first collected
The
hardcover.
Crow is definitely one of my favorite movies too. It's like a cult classic.
Oh
I
yeah.
love miniseries, but I'm honestly a sucker for characters. I just love. I can't. Yeah, same. Same. Some books I get like when I found the issue 3 of this, I had to get it because it was Catwoman.
Right.
And
Yeah, and
yeah.
that's the other thing with like smaller series, like 4
Hmm.
issues or 3 issues. It's hard to buy some of them if not all of them are there too. But when all of them are there, it's hard not to. Like,
Well, and it's like some of the longer ones that are like 12 issues
mm-hmm.
are ones that if I have a good chunk of them, I'll start getting them.
Yeah.
But I think that Strange Tales, Doctor Strange, Cloak and Dagger is
It would have been
like
considered an ongoing at the time, but
right.
it only went like 18 issues or something,
I think you're right. It
something
went
like
either
that,
to like 18 or 19.
something like
And
that.
I
Yeah.
think I'm only missing about 5 or 6, if that.
Yeah. So yeah, then you get
I've
series
gotten
like
pretty close
that.
to getting
Yeah,
it
that
complete.
you get series like that technically weren't a mini or
Mm-hmm.
a maxi series, but it was technically an ongoing, but it only went for
Yeah.
20 issues or so or under.
And there's only a few things that I like a double dip on where it's like I have to trade and the issues. It depends on what it is, because some of it it's like I'd much rather just have the trade
Yeah.
and not worry about collecting all the issues. But when it's some of my favorite characters, I want all the single issues. I want all the trades. The omnibus. I want it all.
Yeah.
Um,
And that's how I am with like
but
Lady
it's kind of like
Mechanica.
okay, gotta work hard for what you want, cause money don't grow on trees.
Well, yeah, we're not gonna like break our ass to get all of them, but yeah.
Like it's like when we go to the LCS, if we want to buy 4 books, that's a hour and a half of my shift. I have to work an hour and a half to get that book.
Yeah, because I noticed Andy said The Walking Dead is amazing. You love it.
Mhm.
I mean, to be fair,
Yeah, I'm excited
I
for
have
that one.
I have read like a good chunk of the first, like maybe quarter of
Mhm.
the run. Like way back, like back.
Have we really been going for an hour and 13 minutes?
Oh yeah, damn! I didn't realize we were.
Look
Yeah.
at that.
Well, it's a good thing that with the news, like we don't really have a ton, but there was some new stuff here. And this one, I'm a little bummed about.
Yeah, well, that's McD had said that he also doesn't mind picking up keys, especially the characters that mean the most to him. That's what I was telling him earlier. Is that it's like we're running out of space for the space we do have to put all of our books. So I kind of like want to slow down and concentrate more on those sentimental,
Right.
key, valuable books, because then it's like the money that I would have for all of these back issues and new books, if I have no room to place them, and I just kind of cool it on those and then focus on the keys and the sentimental ones like that, then it's kind of more rewarding to have that more valuable key one slab or raw book compared to 20 more back issues, when it
Mhm.
comes to space.
Yeah.
So it just
And
kind of critiques the way that we collect.
and especially going into like some of the older stuff,
Mm-hmm.
like really older stuff. We have like an omnibus,
Yeah.
or if that omnibus is, it hasn't had a new printing in a while,
Mm.
they get really expensive. Because they're rare. You start
That's
seeing
true.
omnis over $200-300. But what we do in that case, we normally probably go for like the epic collections, which those are awesome,
Yeah.
collected editions, which we have like a lot of the Avengers collected editions for like some of the older stuff.
It's true. I really need to read the Three Jokers.
Yeah,
I
the
haven't
second
read
one.
that first one yet. I
I
know the
think
second one come out and we got it today, but I really need to read the first one.
I think isn't that one going to be 3 books?
Yes.
I think so. I think it was supposed to be 3.
I thought it was 3.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
McD was saying that he doesn't mind. Oh wait, no, where was it? He sometimes likes to wait on miniseries, but most times I have to read them because right now I'm really enjoying Batman through Joker. So that one I'm pretty sure is a 3-issue one, and I'm
Yeah,
missing.
I'm weird
I
with
need
that
to read
too.
1 and 2.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Sometimes I'll wait until all six are out or something,
Mm-hmm.
but then some of them I'll read right away as
Right.
they're coming out. Like if I don't want to, I guess it might be the ones that I just don't really want to be spoiled on. Maybe
Well, for example,
like
the one
a
that
Three
was
Jokers and yeah,
for example though, the one that probably worked in your favor is just so happens to be on your shirt.
yeah, Doomsday Clock.
Yeah. I remember when that one was coming out, and then it was like taking so long
It
that
was a
it's like.
hard wait though.
But by the time you went and read all of them, you were so thankful that you weren't reading them along the time that they came out.
Yeah,
Like
I know
by the
it
time you
was,
waited.
and I still don't have a collected edition of it yet. It was all
Yeah.
in single. Like I waited and bought all the singles as they
Mhm.
came out, but didn't read them until all were out. God, that's a really torturous way of. I am a glutton for punishment. Holy hell. Uh, but no, but
Happens to the best of us.
I think,
It's just what we do.
I think one
It's
has
in our
been,
nature.
I think one has been solicited, but not out yet. A full 12 issue collected edition of that hardcover.
Oh yeah.
Because so far they've only came out with the two 6-issue ones.
You guys ever think of doing a room tour now that you've changed it around and showing some of your books from your boxes also?
That's actually a good idea
Yes.
because our first apartment tour we kind of went through
Quick.
pretty fast.
I was nervous and I didn't realize how nervous I was, and I didn't realize I was shaking as much as I was, and so I'm like
So we were already
going like through it so fast.
we were kind
and,
of already planning on doing a different one that was
Mhm.
like filmed better, maybe even have a different, like have it probably pre-recorded because this was
Mhm.
just like an Instagram live stream, wasn't it, when we did the first one?
Yeah, when we did the first one, it was just live on my Instagram.
Yeah, see, because we've been also working,
Yeah.
we've been planning on doing like another like full apartment one, but
There's a few things we want to move around. I know there's like a an Avengers, 2 different Avenger posters I want to move around in the living room. But
yeah.
I would love to do another room tour because we have changed it a lot. And I know like I posted like the pictures of our backdrop where it's like his and hers, but we haven't shown to where it's like where that bookcase is there now, and then this one's here, and like the bookcase used to be right there, but now it's there. So yeah,
Yeah.
I would love to do another room tour one.
And we even have like a different where we separated our trades from like
Mhm.
hardcovers and omnibuses.
Yeah.
Uh, and that's like another segment we've been wanting to do on the show too, showing like a lot of the stuff that we normally don't show. Like I
Mhm.
don't think we've ever showed any of our like omnis or absolutes or I mean
I don't
just a
think
lot of
we
stuff like
have.
that. No, yeah, we usually don't.
We have so many of them. Like we gave away a Fantastic Four omnibus.
And yeah, we gave away one and like sold
Yesterday.
one
And then there's a box over here that just has like build a figure Thanos and build a figure
well, there's a lot of action figures in there that I'll eventually.
Molten Man.
Uh,
And there's quite a few unopened legends in that
well,
box.
there's a lot that I am gonna open
Yeah.
when I find a shelf to put like a bunch of loose figures on.
So the answer to that question is yes, we'll get around to
Yeah,
it.
yeah. We have been wanting to do like I'm glad you actually said that because
Mhm.
I had kind of like almost forgotten about it.
I do my best to try and keep
But
up and pay
but
attention to chat.
I want to because I when we were thinking about when I was planning on doing one, I wanted to have one that was like more like pre-recorded and edited and to do it for like YouTube and stuff. How the first one was just like an IG live thing.
Yeah. I did like where the Batman Who Laughs though was right there. That poster, it just looks
the
really
one,
good like that.
the Batman Who Laughs that McD sent us is hanging right up here.
I almost turned the computer to kind of show it, and then I realized the camera's not on the computer.
It's
It's
not
on
the computer anymore.
It's on that one out there.
Nope.
Yeah.
So yeah, getting into some of the news stuff. This one, like I know you were definitely bummed about too. So, uh, this news
agree.
actually broke. What?
I just got lightheaded. Oh, I was just agreeing with what Matt had, not Matt, McD had said, is that he's not a fan of the omnibus, not that he doesn't like them much, just find it hard to read, but it's more of the space I have. I have to be smart with it, what I do. Which is why I sometimes like the smaller series that come out in different trades, like the trade paperbacks or even the trade hardcovers, compared to like the big thick omnibus, because those ones are sometimes really hard. Like he said, read. It's like
It
it's
can be,
such
yeah.
a big book, and you're like, it's beautiful, but it can be hard to
I mean,
read in that format.
if you're like sitting up at like a table though,
True.
they are pretty comfortable to read.
They do
But
have their benefits, but I like the ones where you can get them in like a series of trades where it's like
well,
the
yeah,
whole
like we're
run,
getting
like Catwoman New 52, I think is a total of 6 books, 7 books, trade paperback.
yeah, something like that.
It's up
And
there.
like what and
Yeah.
well, there's actually two runs that we're doing that too right now. Hulk and Cap, the current
Yep.
ones.
That one too.
Yeah. So yeah, so
Yeah.
this
They do
news
look great on the shelf.
this news actually broke I think like later in the day yesterday, but it looks like Netflix
I'm so good at distracting you. Yeah,
yeah.
Netflix actually canceled their pilot for Magic Order.
Yeah, so yeah,
Made me
Netflix
sad.
yeah, Miller World's Magic Order no longer in development at Netflix.
I
Uh
don't know if they ever said as to why. That's the
well,
part I forgot. Is that it's just
Netflix's decision came down to declining to proceed with the Magic Order as currently envisioned, though the streaming service hopes to revisit the series at a later date in the near future. So
yeah.
they're not putting it off for forever. Like they do eventually want to get
Right.
it made. It seems like it was more like a creative differences kind of thing. Uh, which I mean, uh, Miller like sold. I mean, it was a while
It
ago
kind of makes
when he sold all
because
the Miller World stuff to Netflix, and I don't think anything's came of it yet. I don't know if there's been
I
any
don't
shows.
I don't think there's been anything yet. No, but when you did tell me about Magic Order, my initial reaction was just like, why? No, like I'm so excited for it. That's one that I have in the trade, and it's one that I have in the 6 issues. And I love Magic Order so much. Like I am so thankful McD sent me the first
Yeah,
issue.
because it was a pretty
I
powerful series
loved it.
for
Yeah, and
only
even
those
just
six
mhm.
books is all there is.
Yeah, like right after you sent that one in an AOK and you read the first issue, I was like, I have to get the rest. And
And
it's one of my favorite stories. It's kind of sad, but it's still good to me. And
yeah,
that's why when I did my giveaway on Instagram, it was one of the trades of the Magic Order. And
mm-hmm.
so I was just, I do hope that they end up revisiting it and that it does come to life,
I
because
do
I
too.
think that the way that they could do it is still possible compared to like Sense 8. I understand why they canceled Sense 8 being too hard to keep
Oh
up
well,
with,
yeah,
and you're not going to be able to get it as envisioned as you hope to have it the majority of the time.
I could see. Yeah, I could see how
But
Sense Eight was
I
very
do hope
costly to
they
make.
revisit that Magic Order one.
Yeah, and when I was reading about it, it seems like it was not only that, it was the Magic Order, the 6 issue series, was kind of like one of the better best selling
Mm.
series in a long time. Like it actually sold really well too when it
Yeah.
was coming out, I guess.
I love that book so much. It's definitely one of my favorites. And then I even sent out an AOK when we sent an AOK out to Carlito. He had 1 through 5, and for whatever reason his shop never got 6, and so then I had RLCS order an extra one, and then we sent him out.
Which probably chalk it up
Mm.
to yeah, it sold so well.
Mm.
That's probably why.
Yeah, such a good series. Did you have anything else? Because I'm kind of hungry,
I'm
and
trying to hurry and go through.
we're not
I
usually
had like
on for an
just
hour and a half.
you're prolonging this by keep talking.
I know it's my fault.
Okay, so Marvel
I'm
plans.
guilty.
I only have like 3 or 4 bits of news, and I'm trying to get to them.
Guilty as
Marvel
charged.
plans to postpone the Eternals comic to 2021. That obviously is probably going to chalk it up to the movie being delayed as well too.
Mm-hmm.
Marvel Comics has postponed the release of Kieran Gillen and Esad Ribick's, I'm probably mispronouncing that, Eternals relaunch into 2021, which may coincide with its MCU film delay. I'm looking forward to that series as well too, though. So and then this one you'll like. DC is giving Selena a Batman the Animated Series redesign for that Batman Catwoman series.
Yes.
Artist Clayman revealed Selena Kyle's new costume. I had meant to get a picture to put up, but
You
squirrel
forgot.
brains.
Yeah. It sometimes takes us like all day to get one task done.
Yeah,
It's not
so
intentional.
Selena
But
Kyle's new costume for the DC Black Label series, uh, which is inspired by Batman the Animated Series. So we'll have to look that up online because I didn't even look at it yet either.
yeah, we do have to look
Yeah,
at that.
I'll have to see it. I wonder if they'll give her blonde hair like how she had in the animated series, or if they just mean more. I don't think they would do that.
Maybe.
If
I'll have to see.
if they did, I think they would explain it like that she bleached her hair. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, because how it seems like they're going from the same continuity from Tom King's run, and I guess kind of what's still going on in some sense. And this last bit of news I picked up right before we went live. Uh, there's like a report going on. Deadpool. It looks like Taskmaster might be a big part of Deadpool 3 in the
Oh
MCU.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, and that one I'm excited for because
Yeah,
that could be good.
yeah.
That could be really good.
Right before we went live, I saw this report. Taskmaster rumored to be a central figure in Deadpool 3, as well as future projects within the MCU going forward. Uh, seems like he's gonna. I mean, they have plans for him beyond just Black Widow.
Yes.
So
We'll see.
yeah, I'm definitely interested. Because one cool thing about Deadpool and Taskmaster, why I like those two together, in the comics, Deadpool is the only character that Taskmaster hasn't been able to mimic. Because Taskmaster can like watch a hero fight, and
Mhm.
like seconds later, he can mimic him and fight just like him. Deadpool, because he's so unpredictable. He's so crazy and unpredictable. He can't.
He's like the video game version of the one game where you had to take it out of the controller 1 and put it into controller 2 in order to beat the final boss fight at the very end of the game.
Psycho Mantis and
Psycho Menace,
Metal
yeah.
Gear Solid,
It's like that version. That's I kind of like that. Like
which is still probably my favorite like video game villain
when
or
they
boss
make-
fight of all time.
when they make some superheroes and some characters so overly powerful, I like how they throw in just one little weakness where it's just like one other thing that that way they're not too overpowered.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of like that concept, of him being so being able to copy everyone except for one person, like
except for crazy ass
yeah.
Deadpool. And
I like that. That's awesome.
yeah, and I mean, there's even one point when he tells Deadpool like, "You're not possible."
Mhm.
like that's all he says.
That's
He
true
says, "You're
too.
not possible."
Yeah.
Not like you're not possible to mimic, to copy or mimic, but.
Sorry, I'm also responding to a message real quick. I apologize.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. But yeah, I think that was all the news that I had grabbed really quick. I mean, because when we have like the his and her hunt, I know I only get like a couple, news bits instead of more. But yeah, because our hunts, I mean, they fly by. Like I didn't think we were already like at an hour and 15 minutes. Now we're almost at like an hour and a half. So.
And if you're not doing anything later, what you should go hop on is Rodriguez Coast to Coast. That's where I'm going to go lurk or hop in chat and be interactive and engage. I'm also going to be cooking dinner, so I might lurk. But yeah, if you're don't have anything else going on, definitely just check out. Hold on, let me see one thing. Check out, there's Coast to Coast, and then NYC was 29 minutes ago. He was live, claim sale. I don't know if they're still live, but let me see. I think, yeah, Coast to Coast, and then Comic Books NYC is still live 29 minutes ago. So you could always hop in on NYC's, and
Yep.
I think those are the only other ones that are live right now.
And
could be.
if you are listening to this later on podcast format, you can check us out live every Saturday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern at youtube.com/c/marriedwithissues.
Thanks for joining us and hanging out with us for so long, though. We do truly appreciate it.
Yeah, we thank you guys so much.
It wouldn't be the same without our issues. We gotta be there for each other. We'll go through one panel at a time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. We love you guys. Stay safe.
Take care. Be kind.